You could set up a snack when the kids come home from school, but you could just as easily set out a craft project to make a point of connection and get them talking. One of our creative guests was surprised to find a retro craft captured the attention of her son. Hand lettering artist Amy Latta is joining me from her craft studio in Maryland. Good to see you and chat with you today, Amy. And I love that you're sharing and helping us have this same kind of mom win. What was the project you took on?
So do you remember Shrinky Dinks, Brooke? These were one of my favorite things to make
Yes.
when I was a kid.
I
They were
have not
so fun.
heard that phrase, that word combination in a really long time.
I know, right? But when I think about it, it just makes me so happy. I remember creating these at the
Yeah.
kitchen table with my mom. And so I realized that they've started selling, or maybe they never stopped, the shrink plastic again. And Shrinky Dinks are coming back. And I'm like, I am here for this. So I thought that my son might think that it was a really fun thing to do, just like I used to do. So it's been really fun to share that little piece of my childhood with him. And he loved it because if you remember, you can customize and draw anything you want. So he was looking for ways to personalize his backpack with things for his favorite video games and characters. And this allowed him to do just that.
Well, it speaks to this whole movement. I mean, I feel like everything is quote unquote coming back, but the fact that your son appreciated them in the same way that you did, the personalization and the fun creative experience, that's awesome. How did you make him look good? I don't remember mine being pretty enough to put on a backpack.
Well, first of all, those who can draw, those who can't trace, because this is clear film, so we can slide anything behind it, from a picture, something that you print out online. I was taking screenshots on my phone and then just sticking my phone behind it, and we can trace anything, a logo, a mascot, whatever.
Hold on. You used your phone as a light up tracing board. That is genius.
I sure did. Phones, iPads, all of that.
That's genius.
So yeah, if you can't draw it, trace it. I
Okay.
mean, nobody's gonna know.
All right.
Another thing is I like to outline the designs with black. I feel like then when they shrink, they're just more polished looking, a little bit more finished.
Yeah.
And I also thought it was fun to add little tassels to some of them for a little bit of extra flair.
They're
Now, Noah
cute.
didn't want those on his, but I put them on mine.
Yeah,
So-
mom wants the extra. That doesn't surprise me. They're really cute, Amy. Remind me of the supplies and walk us through the process. Dust off our brains a little bit.
You got it. So all we need is the shrink plastic or shrink film. Mine is actual Shrinky Dink brand. I ordered it off of Amazon, and you can also find it in craft stores. And then you're going to need permanent alcohol-based markers just to make sure that that ink really stays and is permanent when they shrink. So I used my Tombow ABT Pros. And then you just need scissors. You need a hole punch, and then whatever kind of key ring kit. Again, this is something that you can find really easily at the craft store or online. Just a little key ring kit. It'll come with the ring and a little chain and some jump rings, everything that you need. And then you just need your oven and a baking pan. So all you do is you doodle whatever it is you want to draw. So I had fun making this up with lots of different foods. And then Noah requested his favorite emoji. So we did all kinds of things. And then once you draw them, you're going to cut out right around the edges. You don't want any of the extra film. So we're going to cut as close as we can. And we're going to punch a hole in it with a 1/4-inch hole punch so that the jump ring has a place to go. Then once this is ready, you're going to put all of your cut images, because you're going to want to make way more than just one, on a foil-lined baking sheet, 325 degrees for 1 to 3 minutes. And what's going to happen, and you probably remember this from doing it, you turn the oven light on and watch, and they curl up as they heat, and they shrink, and then they lay flat again. And once they're flat, you bake them another 30 seconds, and they're done. Then you just pull them out, and when they're cooled, you add the jump ring through that hole. Just put your little keychain on there, and it's ready to go and to be backpack or keychain flair.
Project of our childhood, and now of Noah's childhood too. And this is a project I understand that ties into your new book. Tell us about that, Amy.
Oh, I would love to. My newest book is maybe the one I'm the most excited about because I have been a doodler ever since I was a little girl. I would always doodle on my notes, and I still doodle when I'm talking on the phone or doing whatever. So I created Doodle Everything, which of course doesn't have everything, but we tried. We got over 400 different things in there that you can draw: animals, flowers, plants, places, trees, cars, everything you can think of. And it comes out October 18th. So think about, putting that in for a pre-order. You can pre-order everywhere books are sold. And in November, I'm coming to your way. I'm coming to Utah for Pinners, Utah, and I'm going to be teaching a doodle class where we go through some of the things in the book, and then I'll have the books there too.
How fun. Fit in a visit to our studio, if you will.
Oh, yes, please.
All right. I love to put people on the spot with pressing scheduling questions like that. No pressure, but if you can, we'd love it. Amy, thank you so much. Congrats on the book.
Thank you.